join me, the Isle of Man Vicar, as I head out on another adventure. In fact, this is my first solo wild camp. Experience the beauty of nature, the joy of solitude, and a cup of tea. Of course, there might be some incidents along the way. Right, it's going to be an interesting one. So, my name's the Reverend Simon Archer. I am the Vicar of Arbury and Castletown, and also known as the Isle of Man Vicar. And I'm out on another little walk. It is 20 to 8 in the evening. Beautiful evening, beautiful day. We've had some amazing weather recently, and yeah, well, Mozzies. I'm heading out. Hopefully, heading out on a little walk. It's a little beach, and I'm hoping that there's nobody else there. But we shall see. Because it's quite popular here. There's there's a good chance that someone's already camping there. But if not, oh, I've had a nice little walk out. But yes, I'm going for my first solo wild camp. Kind of. I've been out camping when I was younger quite a lot. But in the last 40 years, or 30 years probably, 35, yeah, this will be my first solo wild camp. Do you know what? Enough looking at me, because you know I do my point of view, POV walks, and this is just too nice for you to be staring at my ugly mug. Let's go for a walk and you can see where I'm going. Yeah, so as always I forget stuff, so I've just switched my microphone on. You'll have got the first bit. It's close enough, it's quite quiet, it's not too windy, it'll be fine. But yeah, it's quite busy here where I am. I'm at Nyarbil, heading to White Beach, and yeah, I drove down to the car park actually at Nyarbil down the front, and it was full of cars and people enjoying the sunset. Don't blame them. So I've parked up at the cafe at the top, and we'll head along to White Beach from here. Carrying about 15 kilo kit. The path here, you see, is quite interesting. It gets quite narrow in places along the edges. But last time I came, it was a lot wetter than this, so this is all right. I did slip over though last time actually, and got covered in mud. Check out my YouTube video on Nyarbil to enjoy me splattered in the face with mud. Yeah, I'm trying to keep pace because that amazing sunset is not far away. As in 10 past 8. What have we got? 25 minutes. It doesn't. Yeah, it might be actually. Looking at that, doing the old test. You kind of you're saying putting your fingers in front of the sun, and I don't know. Does that mean 10 minutes per finger or something like that? So that's going to drop really quickly. But I've got a head torch on me. I've got lamps, so I'll be fine. I'm sure. Like I say, I can put the head torch on and head back if need be, jump in the car, go home. It's 10 minutes away, be fine. Hoping people have gone, I'll just go to Nyarbil. I don't fancy, there's people over there. Interesting. I'd say this is quite flat, but don't really want to be pitching up right next to a footpath. If I can help it. Cool. An odour, slurry in the air. Muck spreading or something. The smell doesn't bother me, but sometimes that can really draw in the midges and the insects. Is that got a name? Is that Sunton Gorge or something like that? I don't know. Nice. I'm too easily distracted. Ooh. Yeah. Now, the other thing is that the people who use the hut down here, there's a little hut which is owned by a family, and they do use it. It might be they're using the hut tonight, or maybe they can give me directions to somewhere I could pitch up. They're quite a pleasant bunch. Imagine having a nice little hut, sort of cooking facilities and bunk beds right on the beach. Just put my buff over my face because there's quite a lot of mozzies on it. While I'm talking, I don't want to be breathing them in. We're okay, it's fine. I was just doing up my chest strap. Give myself a little bit more support. That's better. Interesting. Let's not fall down there. There we go. Got some hip bags. A water bottle and a kind of just extras bag. The problem is it makes me a little bit wider down these lanes, these footpaths. So I'm catching the side all the time. Okay, getting there. Too nice, isn't it? No problem. Cheers. Look at that. Absolutely stunning out there. Right. Looks like there's some sort of footpaths down to some of these beaches down here, but I'm not going to try them. Not risk it. There's some people over there, but they may just be visiting, or maybe they've kayaked here. We'll see. So it could be I've got 20 minutes to get here and 20 minutes to set up, or 20 minutes to get here and 20 minutes to get back. We'll see. This is the interesting steps down to the beach. It's more interesting with an extra 15 kilos on your back. I have probably put in a stone recently, probably since the last time. Definitely warming up. It might have been a bit warm though. Cool. These steps are fairly broken in places. Not great. Quite big steps. That's all right for me. I'm trying to land on an edge rather than in the middle, so I'm not less likely to go through them. But we're kind of here. This isn't too bad. Whew. Not bad. What's that? 11 minutes to get to the beach. Look at that. Not bad. Little walk. Oh. Now I've just got to make sure I'm not upsetting anybody. There's a few people about, so I'm thinking there's probably some campers. Let's see if we can stay out people's way. I need a little patch, a little spot. Oh, we're racing the sun a bit. Now we have a waterfall that comes down here, so I'm hoping that's going to give us a source of water in a bit. We shall see. I have my growl water filter with me. So I can filter out that water, even though it's run through fields and stuff and it's probably not too pleasant at the moment. Need be. I've got a litre on me, which is in like three cups for now. 3 cups of coffee and stuff. Let's see if we can find a flat spot. Doesn't look like they're using it tonight, so should be okay. Oh dear. Already got dumped over here. Fridge door. What a shame. Oh no. Yeah, it is. So I've been using it, like sliding down hills on it or something. Right, shouldn't be too bad here, I think. That view, let it focus in a bit. Should get that sort of view of the sunset as I set up. Right, let's get pitched. Just have a quick peek, make sure there's no better spot. Even further out the way. There's definitely more of a slope there. There's the flattest spot. When you're walking down to a coastal spot like this though, it's never going to be perfect. Kind of feel like that's a little bit more out the way over here. I'm wondering whether or not just on the front here will be slightly better. We'll go for that. Well, I'm guessing it's time to get pitched, isn't it? See you in a minute. Right, well, hope you enjoyed the sunset. I did. I got distracted a bit by the putting the tent up, making sure I got some shelter tonight. But tent's all up, and yeah, really enjoyed watching the sunset into the sea. Actually, kind of falls behind the where we're on the west side, so that'd be the mountains of Mourne, I imagine. Is that right? Is that the mountains in Ireland? But yeah, beautiful, really beautiful. We probably didn't get to see it that great on this camera. Settings, filters, I don't know. I'm just trying to leave it on automatic at the moment because it's just too much to mess around with all the time, and actually spend any time actually filming some stuff. But so it's quite dark here. You're probably not getting a sense of it because it's the low light on this. I've not got it on low light mode, but it's pretty good, even in low light. So hopefully you're going to get. But yeah, that's my view from the tent this evening. Also have. So let's see if we can show the moon behind me. There we go. We have some moonlight. Enjoying that. So a bit of moonlight. It will get it gets very dark in the rural areas anyway, but just the coast here, it's going to get very, very dark. But I've got lamps galore. So I said in one of my previous videos, everything should have a lamp on it. So I've got 2 power banks, both with lights on them. I've got an arc kind of electric lighter, extendable one, and that's got a light on it. I've got my phone, which has a light on it. I've got a head torch. What else have I got? Everything. Everything should have a lamp on it. It's just so much better, safer, handy, useful. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just enjoying the beautiful views. I've got my chair, in other words, my close cell mat that I use. Which is going to hopefully give me some comfort as I sit in the front of the tent. Got bats flying around. It's nice. Let's have a look. I'll show you a bit of the view, shall I? All right, let's head down to the tent. So yeah, here it is. It's all set up. It's my bobcat. It's not ideal on this little slope here. You can see, otherwise it would be tighter at the back. I've put out all the guy ropes, just a bit of practice really. I wanted to kind of check how many pegs I would need. So I've literally got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I've got 16 pegs in this thing. That's gonna overkill completely, but it was the point was to get a bit of practice putting it up and thinking what it might need to be done in if I ever do take it out in bad weather. And this is home for this evening. This is the space. It's not massive, I know, but I've got a little. It has a little usefully a little kind of I don't even know what the word is for now. This little kind of vestibule. Mat? Why have all my words gone? It's not a footprint, but it basically gives you a little bit of a space which is kind of dry, put your feet on it, because it's not huge. You kind of sit in it, but you kind of sit into the little vestibule area as well. Let's see if we can get a little bit further back, stand on the... So there we go. There's the pitch. And there's the view. Making the most of the amazing weather we have at the moment. God, it's getting dark, isn't it? Even since we've been talking. There you go. A little bit light in the face. And that's daylight. Really isn't. It's quite dark. I'm going to be careful of my footing. See more with the camera than I can see with my own eyes. But so worth it. Well, what do we do now? I think it's brew time, really. I've got to make a cup, haven't I? So we'll make a brew. Catch you in a mo. All right. Well, you'll just about see this, I think, before the light really fades away. The sky's so beautiful, but we could try putting this in low light mode. Let's see if that helps. Right, we're in low light mode now, so we'll see if this helps, but we'll unpack everything, try not to lose it into this breaker that we got here. It's nice to be in a situation where it's unlikely anything's going to blow away. He says unlikely because nothing is impossible with the kind of gust we get over here. So we'll be needing that. We'll be needing that. Seems reasonably stable. Let's go get some water. Yeah, before we do fuel, I'll make sure I've got the water in front of me. Enough to make a few cuppas tonight. Got about a litre on me in my Nalgene bottle. We can actually see how much water we're putting in here. Is that enough? I would have thought so. Yeah, it's easily enough. Let's fuel it up. It takes quite a lot, but I might find, as usual, I either use too little or too much. But I've got an extra bottle with me just in case. So no problemo. Let's see if it'll light from my nifty little arc lighter. Yep, perfect. Oh, I didn't put the wind guard around it. Even though you can see, much easier to see it in this light, but it's still a bit of a breeze. So we'll put the little fire guard around it. Don't do that. We do love this little device, but it does catch me out almost every single time. No, that's not right. That's why. Got that round the wrong way. Come on, Simon. You can do this. Come on. Run. Not sure it'll ever come apart again, but it's down. It's done. There we go. Let's put the water on top, making sure the top is on, the handles are out, everything's in the position it's meant to be in. There we go. And immediately we're more efficient. So we're just going to let that boil. Not usually a person for coffee in the evenings anymore. It doesn't affect me, coffee. My daughter's convinced I'm autistic because coffee does the opposite to me than it should, which is nice. It doesn't act as a stimulant. It tends to I tend to be able to go straight to sleep. Right, we're going to let this boil, and I'll come back to you once we've got a boiled cup of water, because watching water boil, watching a pot boil is not going to take me to YouTube stardom, is it? So back to you in a moment. Right, we have a boiling water situation, so we're there. There we go. That's out. No need for that to keep burning out. I could put a lid on it and perhaps use some fuel tomorrow. Let's keep a little bit back. Get our little folding spoon out, give it a stir. It's getting chillier, but it's not bad, you know. Comfortable. It's because I squeezed a lighter in this little bag as well. Oh no, that's not how I want to do it. That way and that way. There we go. Remember, no washing up. Here we go. Let's cup of coffee. Right, we're going to need tons of extra light, aren't we? So let's get this Vicar candle lit. There's not many bugs about, but let's get some ambiance going. So I use citronella candles because I get the added bonus of keeping bugs away. Here we go. Got a lovely little Vicar candle going. Don't really need a coat at the moment. It's kind of nice. Sit back so you can actually see. How do they do this? Eh? These camera people. They must have some lights or something. I don't know if that will work. So you can see what's going on. Alright, I don't know. If you want to see the face anyway. So let's try and hang it a little bit further away so it's not quite as bright. Let's have a go at that. That's alright, that's quite nice. Got a little bit of light from this side, a little bit of light from that side with the warm candle glow and the lamp over this way. That attracting the bugs, that hopefully send them away. I got me Cuppa. Yeah, so gazing out to sea, seeing some lights. Stars are starting to appear. There's still quite a pinkish colour in the sky. Still quite a lot of light out there. Yeah, the light from a boat out to sea. Another boat over that way. Sound of the waves. Which will probably get a bit louder as it gets further in. I think the tide was fairly well out. So it will come up further at the beach, but it won't. This is the grassed area higher up. We've got no major tide coming in tonight. And worth checking tides. You can get like spring tides and things. But we've got no wind either. So the wind's really low at the moment. I didn't take the drone up because I just got here too late to do it. And my drone will not like low light at all. So it wasn't worth losing it. Yeah. Nice just to sit, get some fresh air. First camp. First solo wild camp. We see where we go from here. Where's next? Where to go to? Lots of people know where this is. I don't think I've made a big deal out of talking about it. It's White Beach. I know some kids about earlier who obviously walked up this way, but obviously as it got dark, I think they weren't prepared for to stay any later. And I thought a couple of pals weren't thinking, oh, we're going to have kids around a fire tonight. But it's half term, it's Easter break, and do you know what? Since they don't set light and cause damage to anything, if they put a pile of sticks on a beach and have a little fire, we've probably not got any major issues, have we? I wouldn't recommend. I'm definitely not here. They have had fires on the grass bank here where people have set fires and had fires and kind of then set light to the whole bank, which wasn't very good. That's why I put my non-spill alcohol stove on the stones over there to be on the safe side. Yeah, fairly cosy. Oh, camera's going a bit. I can't see, it's too dark. Go, oh, I can't find you. Right, so it's getting a bit late now. It's not too late, about 10 o'clock, but I think it's time to try and catch some Z's, make the most of this time of fresh air, turn the lights out. I don't want another drink. I've got water if I really want it. And try not to slide out of the tent on this slight slope. And I guess, God bless, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night. I guess it's a good morning properly. Just going to make a brew. Got my fuel. It's been a good night. It's been all right. Get comfy. Grass is probably a bit wet. Do I get my seat? Could get my seat. Gonna get some more of these. I'm actually silly to get more, but I'm gonna keep them. I think I'm gonna keep one in the car. He's just actually moved, and I end up sitting on the grass. But yeah, I'm gonna keep a couple of them in different bags and stuff because it's such a useful little bit of kit. Amazing how much warmer you can be. There's some fuel in here. There's probably some fuel left over actually. We're just going to make sure we've got plenty. Don't lose any of this. Straight away, perfect. Yeah, so good night. It was. Do you think I'll ever remember to switch this microphone on? Ever one time, just once. Yeah, no, it's a good night. Did not struggle to sleep at all. Right, let's this isn't the most even of surfaces. I'm probably better off on a rock on the beach or something like that. But I quite like that there's a little, it's working like a little table. Do I do my porridge now? Yeah, I could do enough to do my porridge, couldn't I? Let's go for a full on. Let's do my porridge and do my, this is going to be a full pot. If this goes over, I'm going to be going to get some water from the waterfall. We're doing a full pot of water. Well, it's there. It does feel like it's going to fall over though. I don't trust it. It doesn't help the flames decided to shoot up by a handle, which is probably not a good thing, is it, actually, if I'm going to need to use that handle at some point. Right, we'll see how we go. It's on it. Could have brought a stone up here and put it on there. All sorts of things I could have done. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Didn't. Maybe we should go and check out the waterfall while this is boiling. I'll go get me porridge. Hands are a bit chilly. I do have gloves. I haven't put them on. Should we go get some more water at the growl? Then we won't be panicking about being able to make another brew if we want to. Right. Sort this out a bit. I'll sort that out a bit in a moment. Oh. Let's get me a not sponsored or anything, but talked about this before. Got my growl. Let's go for a wander over to the waterfall, shall we? What are we not liking? Why are we all face lost? You lost my face. Thanks. Take that very personally. All right, we're going to go have for a quick wander whilst that water's heating up. We get some extra water, so we've definitely got enough for another brew if you want one. A couple of cups of coffee in the morning is always good. Yeah, it's actually on my hands. It's really cold, bitterly cold. Cool. Come around the corner, I'll suddenly hear the sound of the waterfall. Here we go. So yeah, this water's flowed through all the fields and stuff, and the muck spread at the moment, and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's why I will only ever use birdies. Let's see. This could be funny. I could get wet, which you'll want to see, won't you? Because you like that. Right, has he got me again? Right. Let's put this up here and make sure it's stable, so I haven't got to worry about that falling over. Okay. So we've got a container. Whoa, yeah, this is a... That is very slippery. Then we put that on the top, like that. Let's see if I can bring you down a bit. You see what I'm doing then. Let's turn that off and we'll go down here. There you go. So yeah, it's got water in that, and then basically you push down on the sides. He says. That's it. We now have a bottle of filtered water. We'll head back. Slightly different route. Oh, so icy cold water down the waterfall onto the hands. Ow, they hurt. They hurt. Because they are particularly cold. Doesn't help, they're a bit damp. Oh, people go swimming in that. Unbelievable. Oh, right. Plonk myself down. Get you a little bit closer to the action, or not. This is supposed to let me touch screen. There we go. Actually worked really well. You won't quite have my face in it, but you can see what I'm up to. I always give myself way more porridges in here. But we're going to give it a go. Should be a reasonable breakfast at least. Oh. Not one for the cold, to be honest. I don't mind wrapping up and being warm, but when you can't get warm, that's hard to enjoy. I'll sort of shower when I get home. Today's a bit quieter. A lot of prep work going on. Did loads yesterday. Visit from the bishop tomorrow. She's coming to visit the parish for a little while. Bishop Trisha, fairly new bishop to the diocese. Seems awesome. Actually push the windshield to one side and it guides the flames up the other, which is a good thing. Let's get my coffee ready as well. We should be right for both, I think. From that one single pot. Trying to see what I can do with just this little pot. I do have the bigger stove, my Radiant Mars, my fire maple radiant Mars stove, which is great. But I'm just seeing what I can do with my little, something about using an alcohol stove or something like that, which just feels quite nice. Yeah, so yeah, visit tomorrow. She's going to walk around the parish, going to walk around with a group of parishes called the Southern Mission Partnership. And I'm one of the Southern Mission Partnership, and she's going to see our sort of the three clergy's churches. We've all got our own patch. Mine's kind of in the middle. Water's almost there, I think. See the steam coming up. See how much we spill when we pour it. It's the only thing with filling right up. We'll do a porridge first. Yeah, it's done. Perfect timing as well. Dump to the line. Yeah, roughly. We've got our porridge on the go. And a cup of coffee. And plenty of water left over. Wouldn't have been able to make another brew, but I do have some. Let's give that a stir. And we'll let that sit. Gonna use more porridge in a moment anyway, but a cup of coffee, some porridge, all the food I bought some dark chocolate and nut bars. Can't remember who makes those, but everything I always buy is on offer. But the porridge was 55 pence. The coffee's already had, but I think they're about 165 for 8. So 20 pence a coffee. 21 pence a coffee. And I've got a packet of bourbon biscuits. So I haven't touched the bourbon biscuits. I had one chocolate bar. I say dark chocolate and nut bar. And I'm going to eat my porridge. That's it, really. But I did eat last night before I came out. It's probably not the best option for when you're going camping, because I made a chicken madras curry, but I've lasted the night okay. I think I've been testing the family how hot they like their foods, and we quite like the Thai green curry that I made, but the madras was a step too far. Lovely and hot. It's been too hot for a while, which is good. I could be holding that, couldn't I, with my gloves on and warming my hands up. So last night
No problems, no noises that I was concerned about. No, I know apparently going out your first time, like you don't sleep apparently because there's lots of. I guess I'm just not as I'm not a nervy person. Um, I'm often visiting what people would consider quite scary places like um, churches and graveyards in the middle of the night. You know, if I have to pop to the church for a reason, quite often it's pitch black dark and I might be using a torch and I'm walking around a misty graveyard and it's like there's literally nothing to be worried about. So, and when you hear scrabbling around the tent or a few little kind of what's that? It's either grass brushing against the tent or it's going to be a long tail or a polecat or whatever it might be. Um, Something scurrying around, mice, voles. I don't know. I'm not sure they're going to be. I should be too afraid of those. So we don't get foxes here, so we don't have any problems with them pulling out your food or taking away items from your tent, which does happen in other places. So yeah, it's just there's nothing really to be concerned about, is there? The worst concern ever is other people, always, because you never know if someone's going to come along and kind of decide to mess with you or mess with your tent or try and be a nuisance. Unfortunately, people do that. So that would have been my only concern, and it wasn't a problem. The young people who were here last night, and as I say, no problem about it, young people coming and having some fun and enjoying themselves, and playing loud music and doing whatever they do. It's just nice if I can keep away from them, not them keep away from me, but that me keep away from them. Me find I would have probably moved and found a different spot, if I'm honest. I reckon there's probably some nice little cool spots. It looks like there might be one on a outcrop over there, which could be quite cool. But this was fine. As I say, flatter next time. There's the flatter pitch over there. I should have taken that one. But it was just, I don't know, I felt like I wanted to be a little bit further away, especially if those young people up there had stayed. That would have been a bit more exposed. So I think I'm supposed to stir this again, actually, and start eating it. Yeah, it's ready. It's perfect consistency. Nice. Nice, just what you need. I think I'll come back to you once I finish my breakfast. You're not watching me eat. And probably going to be as we're packing up to get going, because it will be getting towards 7 o'clock. So I'd want to be kind of packing up by then.
Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye to this beautiful spot. Sun is rising. A little bit of drone footage taken. Tide's on its way in, I believe. We're just gonna head back. Whoa, wonky hat. Don't care, really. Just keep me head warm. And you don't get to see my beard hair, which was also hat hair. Well, I slept all right. Keep saying that. I think I've already mentioned that. Slept fine. But yeah, pitch choice is going to be the thing I need to work on. Why is it doing that? There we go. Let's get it on tracking me so it's kind of in the right spot. Nearly had catastrophe with my drone. Must have caught an overhanging branch or something on the waterfall. I didn't see it as I was heading up. It doesn't have the object avoidance on it, so it crashed, but it didn't crash into the water, so it's fine. I did have to climb a waterfall to go get it though. Oh well, that's the adrenaline for the day done. It wasn't too bad, but it was interesting going to get the drone. So I got to try out the locate my drone feature. Nice little drone. I mean, there's moments I go, oh, I wish it was slightly better, but it's fine. Some more walkers in front of me. Look like they've got quite a good pack. Someone in there, probably camping out. Only thing with these beaches, does take out your legs. But beautiful. Recommend you try, if you're on the Isle of Man, or you're visiting the Isle of Man, that you come down to Niarbel, watch the sunset. If you get a chance, go for a nice walk along to White Beach. Bearing in mind, it's an interesting one for, could this be a pitch over here? It's an interesting little walk. Quite some narrow paths, and the wooden steps down to the beach are a little bit treacherous. Yeah, so that still looks a bit slopey. Potentially better than the one I was on. Nice little seat there under a tree. Fire pit not so keen on, but it's fairly sandy here and surrounded by stones. It's better than lighting stuff straight on the grass, which you see a lot of. Yeah, not a bad spot. Not bad. Looks popular though. What I'm really after finding is that sun coming through. Isn't that beautiful? Well, I'll tell you what the time is. It is 8 o'clock, basically, 2 minutes past 8. So, nice bit of sunlight coming through now. Let's keep with point of view, shall we? POV, so you can see where I'm going. I'm going to shorten this selfie stick. I really like this K&F concept. That works with my camera. It works with cameras generally. Still can't get the shutter, Bluetooth shutter button thingy to work. So I've got some work to do on that. Maybe change the battery out, see if that helps. Maybe the battery it shipped with was a bit dead. Seems to come on, seems to connect. Doesn't seem to take shots. It uses like a down volume to activate the camera, but it's not working. I was trying to take some shots of the stars last night. Struggling to take pictures of the moon, don't know what I'm doing. Learning all the time, learning about photography, videography. hiking, camping. Beautiful. A bit muddy along here. It dries out pretty quick. And this is the rickety steps. Oh. There's some missing ones. Once we get to the top, because of where I parked, tell me I've got keys. So my car keys are still in my pocket. Before I start walking any further. Yeah. I zip them in, but you never know. Here we go. Cool, this is working the thighs. Already out of breath. Nearly there. Worst bit done. Course is looking absolutely stunning. Let's go. Good morning. A little bit. I'm more local, but I try and visit as many places as possible.
Oh yeah.
Ah, well, that was nice. So I happened to have, I noticed it last night by accident, a gas canister, even though I hadn't bought my gas stove, and I'd left it in my bag. So I was like, oh, and yeah. So isn't it funny? So the people I saw walking along happened to be a priest. I don't know if it's a son or partner. I have no idea. Don't ask these things really. I'm about to start prying, but they picked up the wrong gas, and so they were a bit stuck. And it happened that I had the gas that I'd actually left in my bag. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, that's just coincidence." Oh, do you know what does it take for me to accidentally have gas on me, even though I have no gas stove, and meet a fellow priest who is got the wrong gas with them, and was going to have cold breakfast and cold food. Now they're going to have hot breakfast. So I've just given them that gas. What a wonderful little story. Everything's a sermon, so that's good. But That is wonderful. Ooh, let's make sure. I've had a bit of a conversation and recorded some of it, but I'll remember to remove some of that because there's some things that were said, nice things, that were shared that wouldn't want to put into the video. So we'll pause it. But yeah, how's that? The parable of the wrong gas canister. What's the story? What's the teaching in that? God will provide. Do not worry. Something like that. Isn't that great though? Love to be able to help someone out. Trying to use my stick a little bit more so that get more of a view rather than just my head. Bird song is beautiful. Hello, sheepies. Hello. What sound? Really is the best. Whoop. Too busy looking at my screen, wasn't looking at my feet. Oh, dog poo. Of course there is. That's fairly fresh as well. Someone's been for a little walk this morning. I'm no expert on dog poo, but it didn't look like it was old and dried out. So that's what you want conversation-wise on the video. Let's talk poo. Hello, sheepies. Right, let's watch footwork here now because narrow and big drop on one side, not a place to trip. That water is so clear. Let's give you a little view. Look at that. So good. It's all right, I'm back. I know you really want to see me. Oh, I had a really amusing moment. Say amusing, it was fine, but I was doing my shopping in Tesco's and got recognised twice from my shorts and my TikToks and my YouTube videos. How funny is that? I get recognised somewhat for being a local vicar, but two people approached me. One was a member of staff and gave me sort of an air fist bump. He's been watching the TikToks, and then the lady said her husband had been watching, and she was on the phone to her husband, and he'd said, "Go and say hello to him." If you do see me about, I have no ego whatsoever in terms of I don't think I'm some kind of creator. I have 233 subscribers. I get about 4,000. 5,000 views a day, which is pretty good, and I'm not special at all, and I mean that I'm so humble. I'm not important. I mean genuinely, I'm just A dude with a collar. That's what I should have called the channel. Dude with a collar. God, these are bendy boards. But I'm not gonna, I really don't want to slip this time. So it should be just some steps over here. I'll be nearly back. But yeah, come and say hello if you see me. No problem at all. I'm not going to think of you as a fan because that would make me weird and self-absorbed. I'll think of you as just a fellow person, friend I haven't met yet, that we can have a chat. And a few people, especially sort of local people, we're going to be, we've already got a few people wanting to meet up for walks and for camping, and I'm kind of cool with that. Could do with a few extra friends locally, be nice. Oh, and the other thing was I wanted to share with you. So hello to the people I met in Tesco's Port Erin. It's lovely to meet you. I did a selfie with the lady as well, but that was really, honestly, it was a joke. Said, oh, well, you kind of got to do a selfie with me now and then send it to him, haven't you? We did that. My daughter was with me, she took it, she thought it was hilarious as well. Yeah, 233 subscribers. Now I want to put that into context. I opened the channel, it's mainly because I was going to multi-stream my gaming content to it, and I did a few bits and bobs and we didn't really do anything. So I left it. I had 3 subscribers, which was probably family or real mates or something. But it set it up, and it was for the gaming. I changed it over to Isle of Man Vicar. Probably should have started a fresh channel. I think that's more the done thing to do. But I didn't. I changed it to Isle of Man Vicar and I started posting on it, doing some videos. And so in 4 years, I think I had something like 3 subscribers. And now, about a year ago, when I started doing the odd longer video on the Isle of Man, it moved up to 77 subscribers. And I think in the past, maybe since January, so 3 months, it's gone from 77 to 233. So I'm really happy with that. It's kind of cool. Trying to continue to work on it. It's a bit of a close-up, wasn't it? Just trying to set this up so we can car's still here, that's good. Gonna have the sunlight, isn't it? Let's do that like this. There we go. Don't want too much sunlight. Back at the motor. See, not a long walk. Nice little drive back home. Yeah, so good growth. I'm just trying to work on kind of the next stage. To be clear, it's more of a personal target than anything else. I do have a Patreon, which is currently netting me about £6 a month, which I'm really grateful for. Thank you to Magnus Ridqvist and Stephen Matcham, who both have joined the Patreon as patrons. So thank you for that. Appreciate that massively. Just having a couple of people on it just really makes my day. Both of whom I think we're going to probably, I'm meeting up with Magnus when he comes over in September. If it was massive, if I had thousands of patrons, I wouldn't be able to do that, would I? But as much as I can, I will. Whilst I'm smaller, I'm planning to grow the channel. But the 500 target I've got, I'm hoping to get 500 subscribers for the YouTube channel by the end of the year. And it's not so I can qualify to earn money, because we can't earn from YouTube on the Isle of Man. We're not one of the zones that they cover. For whatever reason, it's all a bit weird, but that's all right. I'm just kind of using that as my target. So 500 subscribers and 3,000 view hours or something. So that's the aim anyway. To get up to that target so that I would qualify for it if I could. It just gives me a target to go for. So you'll notice lots of shorts coming out. Some of them are a bit weird. That's all done with AI because I really don't have time to edit sort of 30 clips, or enough for 3 clips a day, 4 clips a day. So I'm trying to roll out quite heavily using AI. Let's get this pack off my back. What am I doing? Standing here with the pack on still. Yeah. So yeah, what I'm hoping for is to be able to do some nice content, give myself some targets along the way and keep creating. That's about it, really. Oh, young lad's pulled up in his car and he's noticed there's someone here. It's fine. Quite a lot of people just like coming out because it's nice weather, and put their music on and things like that. That's fine. I'll have to turn off if they put music on because copyright. But yeah, so I've got those sorts of targets. I've had a lovely morning out walking. The kind of the video making makes me get out, which is what I'm trying to do is use the kind of the video creation, the kind of weekly target of doing a video means I get out at least once a week for a decent walk, a bit of a hike, a bit of getting out in the fresh air, which is all good for me. And so that's my driver, if you like. But yeah, I still want to set those targets. 500 subscribers by the end of the year, 3,000 view hours, and I think we're on about over 1,000. And as I say, I've only really started ramping it up in the last, well, kind of since January, and then last sort of 3 or 4 weeks properly. So I think we're doing quite well. First 3 months of the year, and we're at 1,000, over 1,000 view hours, and gone up to 233 subscribers, maybe more by the time I checked it today. Internet was terrible down at White Beach, which is a good thing. And so now I'm gonna head off home. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Oh, I've had some breakfast. I've had porridge, didn't I? Might have second breakfast like a hobbit. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this first experience of wild camping, which I've really enjoyed. Nothing else to say apart from, you know what I'm going to say, don't you? Take care. Take care of yourselves. More importantly, take care of each other. God bless. And I'll see you next time. And I'm not going to redo that because to err is human. Okay. So I will fumble over my words. I have no scripts. Don't do scripts. Don't do planning. And I said goodbye and now I'm waffling on. God, this is just like me when I'm at church. Take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye-bye.